Yeah, so it's like it's like that, and like music videos are like a way in. It seems like, or maybe I'm wrong.
It's porn. It was porn. A lot of directors that we know as being like these 60s, 70s directors, they directed porn under pseudonyms, and
really?
that was film school.
Wow.
So like a lot of them. Not saying my boss at Troma, definitely did not. Never would I say he directed porn under pseudonyms.
For real?
Most directors
that is fucking
did.
Crazy.
Most, I mean, it's...
So what, do you just get used to the cameras and like how to like set them up and stuff?
Well, it's boot camp because you got to get the shot.
Yeah.
You have very little money.
Yeah.
Very little time, and you have to learn the equipment inside and out.
And also, once the dude comes, he's done for a bit.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to get this shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and learn like the sun itself.
And porn was on film. Porn was 35. It was 1635 millimeter, just like a real movie.
Yeah, that was one of
the.
So
why go to film school when you can make a few bucks and get on job training?
Wow. I heard almost every advancement in film was because of porn.
Oh yeah, VHS versus Betamax. Porn chose VHS.
Wow. And so then it was like, well, that's just what we're going to use.
Yeah, the porn's a few years ahead of whatever's about to be the trend in filmmaking.
You don't remember Betamax being available, do you?
No, I don't.
It was when we were going to like Gel's Video, which later became Blockbuster. They bought them. It was like it was like when when tapes and records were on both sides, and then later tapes and CDs.
Mm-hmm. I barely remember laser discs.
Oh yeah, laser discs. That was going to be big, and then just was not.
Nope.
It's too bulky. So these guys got their start in porn.
And more or less everybody did.
Right. And then moved to...
But they started with real movies, but then you do that on the side to make your money and to train. Because, I mean, when you watch these guys' early movies, they're figuring it out. Especially like actions, like stuff that you basically need to know how to
do in real life.
Yes.
Or not in real life.
Yeah, so Lloyd's first movie was called The Battle of Love's Return, which was kind of like a sappy, like romantic comedy starring himself. It's kind of unwatchable.
Really?
He made it in college.
Yeah, I went to see the Dali Museum in somewhere, Florida, and they do it in chronological order of his development. So you see him turn from a guy who's like trying to be like Monet or something. He's trying painting still lifes, and then like a few years later, it's like, oh, now the orange is kind of droopy. That seems weird, but he doesn't get full Dali yet, you know? And so it's like you see it come up, and almost like once he's like along his own, that everything is weird and like, you know, real. You could almost imagine him looking back at his stuff he did in college. Like, ugh.
Yeah, for Troma movies, you can see like the big influence in the early stuff is like Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin. There's a lot, and to this day, we rip gags from old comedies like that constantly.
To pay homage or just to rip?
Both.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's a lot of slapstick.
Yeah.
The silly shit.